And this way you can get a real business assessment on what is going on, and you can do it for $20 a month instead of $20,000, which a lot of people have paid in the past, myself included, and not gotten nearly as much attention or concierge service, as you will, by doing it this way. Okay, so let's talk about media production time. How do I use this inside of Sasquatch Media Grounds, which is my studio here in Vancouver, Washington? Well, I'll tell you, I used ChatGPT extensively when I was crafting my business plan together. I originally competed for a grant. Newsflash, did not win the grant, but it did help me find the building where I wanted the studio to be. And it's helped me pull together industry data to verify that the plan was valid. There was no way as a one single human who's also operating a business full time, would have had the time to read every single report and go through every single piece of information. And so I utilized my ChatGPT as a second brain to help me process a lot of that. And then I've also been using it to do competitor research. I keep track of other boutique studios around the world, and I mostly make sure that I'm not under or overpricing in my studio pricing. But sometimes I get really creative information about what they're doing in terms of education and events and membership pricing and structure and so forth. And it just helps me keep track of who's near me, who is a pretty good competitor, who is far away, where it's like technically they're a competitor, but we could probably cross collaborate across the country, for example. But doing that competitor research really helps. I originally found a few that got fed to me through things like Instagram ads, or I just did a little bit of Google searching and I found them. I plugged them into the GPT and I said, find me more like this. These are the qualities that they have. What else might be out there that is findable through web traffic that is going to take me too long to be going out and searching, and it's saving me time and it's doing that research for me. I also have my humans who work with me. They are now free with their executive function to do much more higher level creative work together because they can process transcripts faster. They can do show notes and they can process social clips. And that means that their human brains are not tired, which leaves us with a lot of really fun possibilities that previously it was like, there's so much that has to be done. That's honestly just really busy work. And it's like, I'm happy to pay you for that, but I'd much rather pay them to do not only the busy work, but do it faster. So they're still getting paid. And also, can we expand and do these other things? How much more fun is that? That's so much better. So there's much more to come when it comes to AI tools and specifically ChatGPT. But this is like just a very high level snapshot of just a couple of things that have worked really, really well inside of my business as I have been growing and changing and shifting. So a quick checklist before you get going here. Are you clear on what you want back in your queries? Did you share the right context? Did you specify style, tone, and format? Do you have an example or model that you can share? Did you leave space for the ChatGPT to surprise you? I will tell you that in my Mark Cuban chat, I have been planning a live event that I thought was going to be like a podcaster summit and has turned into a whole structure for a new media event. And I never would have saw that doorway because I was thinking honestly quite small and a little afraid of the idea. And that virtual advisor helped me think bigger and consider all the things that are possible, and that I have all of the ingredients in my Rolodex of contacts over the years to make that event actually happen. So if you find yourself feeling really stuck or you're like, I don't think I'm getting exactly what I need, ask yourself these questions. Do some human troubleshooting and get honest with yourself. Make sure that you are asking the question for you. If you're afraid to ask an inanimate computer program about some advice that it could honestly help you with, there's something else that is probably more of a therapy issue rather than a business problem. And I would encourage you to investigate that within yourself.